Hey guys, welcome back. DreamRiver23 here, and today on Let's Play we're going to be continuing with our 1.7.2 build, and we're going to be adding some mine shaft work down here into the lower pit. That'll all take place when we get back. Alright guys, and we are back. I am joined in here again by Bart. Say hello, Bart.
Wait, what? I'm really confused. What the hell are you doing?
That's my new format. That's what I was saying. Well, the first two times I didn't use those takes, but that last time what I do is I say, hey, this is what we're going to be doing today, and then I take the 4-second gap, 5-second gap, and then I come back in again. So it's like, hey, this is what we're going to be doing today, and then it goes DreamRiver23 and shows my channel brand, my bumper, and then it goes back into the game. So it's all telling people what we do first before we start off.
Alright.
Don't be confused, man. Don't be confused.
I'm already confused.
That don't make no sense.
It makes sense if you actually watch the videos. I think that's where your problem lies.
I'll watch them tomorrow.
I don't got time to watch videos. I watch them when I'm dead.
Ain't nobody got
wait.
time for that.
So we're kind of messing around and while off camera, hey look, there's some iron up there, yay! And we kind of came up with this little design for the cart system. Hey, what's this down here? It's a little cave. I came up with this design for the cart system to where it's 3x3, so that you have plenty of room, and then your fourth one right up top has a spot to where you can have the torches in there so that you have light constantly. You're not have to worry about anything getting in there, and Voltron has hiccups.
Apparently 2 cookies is just right, but 3 cookies gives you hiccups.
What kind of cookies? I think that's where the factor lies.
Are you just jamming them
That's
down
5
your
cookies.
throat? Is that how you just...
Like whole fist going down past the esophagus.
Cookie Monster ain't got no me.
C is for cookie, H is for hiccup.
That's why I never get the hiccups, because he never fucking eats them. He just shoves them into his face until they smash up into little bits and then spits them out.
I love that though. As a kid, I watched it not too long ago. I watched Sesame Street again, and just like Cookie Monster, oh, cookie, and he just like you see the hand crumbling it up, and I'm like, that's the best way ever to make. I wonder how many times they had to clean Cookie Monster if they like get specific cookies so that it's not very hard to clean. You don't want a Cookie Monster going around. It looks like he's got shit all over his mouth. You know what I mean? No chocolate chip cookies for the Cookie Monster, even though
They're always chocolate chip, weren't they?
they're my favorite.
Yeah, they are. Okay.
I don't know. Cookie Monster's the best though. He's got issues. He's got
I'm gonna
issues.
get my car
doesn't
in.
eat cookies that much anymore. He's like healthy Cookie Monster now. So
Cookie Monster
Does
has
he?
gone
What does he
vegan.
eat?
I don't know what he eats, but
They're like soy
doesn't
cookies or
just
something.
Jam cookies down his throat anymore. Yeah.
Cookie Monster will have nice apple and orange juice.
I like to imagine him doing the same thing, but with like a capsicum. We had this guy working for us a while back. Probably left 3 months ago,
Yeah.
and he was an alcoholic, right? Drank 2-3 6-packs a night, just every night. He showed up for work the next day sober as, right?
Right.
It's impressive.
And he was religious in his belief that if each day you ate a capsicum for breakfast, you would be sober by the time you got to work. So he would eat a capsicum 5 minutes before work every single day. Sometimes he'd eat it at work. And that was his theory as to how not to be drunk at work.
Like here's another theory. Don't get drunk.
But that's what he did every single day. Friggin' capsicum for breakfast. He would just eat the whole damn thing. Just pull it out of his fridge and eat it. That was it. Chop it and put it in and just eat it like it was an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd rather
I
not.
wasn't a fan of that, to be honest.
Whenever I was stationed over in Korea, you could always tell the people. One, we had we ran 6-7 miles every morning, so I mean, you can always tell the people that got drunk the night before because they smelt of liquor. Whenever you're running, that's the worst smell in the world. To have alcohol pouring out of your body from sweat, it smells disgusting. And running behind these guys was even more disgusting. So basically what I would do is I would run them until they would puke their guts out. Like, I just run them really hard because typically I was one of the ones leading PT. And so I'm like, all right, guys, we're going for a run. And, you know, it's like freaking Monday morning. And most people were pretty good throughout the week. Some people were pretty bad about it, but they usually, you know, got taken care of in their own different way. But, like, the ones, you know, coming from the weekend, we always told them, you know, if you're underage, don't drink. If you are of age, don't drink heavy coming in Monday because we're going to run your ass off. We're going to run you ragged. Just what we're gonna do. Sure enough, Monday morning they get out there and they're just barely eyes open, you know, and we'd go out and we'd start running our mile. 5, 6, 7 miles. Usually on Mondays we ran 6 or 7. We didn't try to keep it too hard just because, you know, what are you gonna do? It's Monday morning. Nobody wants to be there.
Christ, that chair is very squeaky.
Yeah.
It is. I still haven't gotten around to fixing it.
And so we'd go out there and we'd run these guys and run them, and every single one of them, you could always tell they're just puking their guts out, like, and puking soju, and it was just the worst thing ever. But the other bad thing about it, too, was kimchi is a Korean, you know, food that they put on everything, and there's tons of different types of kimchis. Kimchi sweats out of your body much like alcohol does, and it is terrible smelling coming out of your body. When you sweat kimchi, it's terrible. But sweating kimchi and beer is the worst, and it's freaking disgusting smelling. There's not much, you know, this isn't really a story of, oh yeah, and that made us sober. No, we just made him puke. Like, oh, you're gonna come in drunk, huh? That's
Nice.
cool. We're gonna run you till you puke, and you're not getting out of it. Blah. It was fun times. A little sadistic, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, but cool story.
This is a nice
Bro.
cave. Hey, look,
I've
iron.
already explored that way.
And you didn't get the iron? What a jerk.
I had no torches.
All I hear is wham, wham,
Come down
wham.
here.
I'm a whiny
There's a
baby.
little way through here. Then there's some gravel at the end of this tunnel. Ta-da!
You came all this way without torches. You're like, feeling around in the dark.
Pretty much.
I don't know. Maybe? Look, there's coal right there.
Sex jokes out of that.
So, Voltron, 2 questions.
What?
1, have you heard any more or seen anything else about Star Citizen?
No, I haven't been looking at it.
What
I got
is
some
Star
email.
Citizen?
It's amazingness. That's what it is. You shut your whore mouth.
Ah, he is
Oh.
just ignorant of the world around him.
No, Star Citizen. For those of you that don't know, Star Citizen is an amazing-looking simulation RPG thing. I don't even know what to consider that. That's a whole lot of awesome, is what it is. I don't know if there's any other word for it, honestly. But no, it looks freaking amazing. It's put out by what, RSI?
Robert Space Industries.
It looks gorgeous. Oh, by the way, tomorrow the new update comes out for Eve, doesn't it? The new patch
Yes.
goes through for Eve.
The one telling the story.
It does.
No, so
I have no idea what it's about.
go back with Star Citizen. It's an amazing looking game put out by Robert Space Industries, and it's not. There's supposed to be an alpha for it in late December. Like
Not
like
an
they could
alpha.
do- Well, it's an
They're not doing
extended
alpha beta stuff, they're just releasing it in like bites. So at the moment you can walk around your hangar and look in your ships. And then in December they're allowing like a battleground style of combat.
like dogfights and stuff.
And then like late next year they're gonna release something else.
We need more stone. Yeah, so it's going to take a while for these iterations to come out, but it just looks amazingly gorgeous. second thing, I just want to get Voltron's take on this game here on the video. You know, The Division. You know, thoughts?
The Division.
The Division.
What are you talking about? That's awkward. Maybe you should have like brought it to my attention before asking me about it.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
Oh my god. Damn it. I had forgotten about that.
Alright, Mark.
Ah,
I can't wait. I can't wait for that game.
looks awesome.
Gonna hold a special place in my heart. Much like
I'm
Bart's
hardly
burrito.
ever on here anymore in the afternoon, which sucks.
What's that?
I'm hardly ever getting time to play video games in the afternoon, which sucks.
Yeah, I know.
I'm never gonna get any chance to friggin' play it. Every day I come on, I'm like, hey Bart, you wanna do something? He's like, yep, and then I'm gone. He's like, oh, it's like, like 10 o'clock at night. Jesus.
Well, the schedule's a little bit better for me because now I have it to where like basically 2:30 in the morning for me is whenever you're usually getting home. But like honestly, this last couple of weeks since before Minecon and since I've come back from Minecon, I've been trying to get everything else taken care of and caught up on stuff for videos. So it's been kind of
Well,
rough in that
I haven't been
spot.
here. I've been working overtime like every day. So.
Hey, you can't complain about overtime. Well, I guess you could. But
Oh, you could.
hey,
really
but,
good.
yeah, but do you get like up to a certain point? Do you start getting double time, or is it because
We're
it's
on
time
double
and a
time.
half?
As soon as we hit overtime, we're double time. Overtime for us is double.
That's
It's $60
crazy.
an hour.
That's ridiculous.
But we get like an allocated 7.5. Like the way it works is 7.5 hours in one day is just stock time. The next 2 hours is double time and a half, and then anything you work after that is double.
So how much overtime are you getting a week?
I don't know, 20 hours, 30 hours. Plus, on a Saturday, you're like any time you work on a Saturday is 5 hours. Like the first 5 hours is time and a half, so you don't go on like single time at all. And then any time after 5 hours, double time. And then if you come to work on Sunday, or if you come to work between the hours of 9 PM and 6 AM, any day, you're straight on double time for a minimum of 4 hours. So if I get called out to work at 12 o'clock at night and I work half an hour, I get paid $240.
It's crazy.
Assuming I don't work more than 4 hours.
Right. No, that's just a shitload of time, like of pay. Did you ever figure out like what's your taxes gonna be like? I know this is something that
Tax
like
is
most
horrific.
people.
It's like fucking 40% of my paycheck in a week.
Yeah.
They take, 30, somewhere between 30 and 40%. Changes depending on the week.
Shit,
But
there's a
admittedly,
list
I'll
down
probably
here.
get a fair bit of it back because I live above the 38th parallel or whatever it is. 38th? 38th. So, get a fair bit back just for living conditions and stuff, and I can claim a lot of stuff on tax, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're taking a lot. They're taking like shitloads in a week.
Still, man, that's crazy. Just figuring that up. Your average paycheck before taxes. Well, what's your average paycheck before taxes with all the overtime that you're getting? Because I know for a while they were like stopping you from getting any overtime. They're like, yeah, we're paying you too
Yeah.
much. But I guess that was whenever the old company management was still there.
No, that was the new ones, but once I stopped doing it, they were like, oh fuck, nothing's getting done.
Dang it! Okay, pay the man.
Yeah,
Why are there so many
bare
witches
minimum.
down here?
I don't know. Going to the witch caverns?
There's two more right there. What the heck? Bart, where
hate
are
them.
you? Crap balls. I've never seen that many witches that have just been like chilling down there. I got a bunch of glass. I got three glass bottles. But they're like, oh, he's found our secret hideout. Oh no. Let's attack him. Let's throw things at him. I don't know where that accent is from.
Alrighty. Bart here still?
He said he'd be right back. He was having headphone issues. Yeah, be right back. Headset issues. I don't know, but that is pretty freaking crazy. Just like the sheer amount of overtime and everything like that you're getting. I mean, it's good pay.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of hours in a week. Like 70 hours in a week is a lot.
Yeah.
Depending on, I mean, the minimum I've earned for the last couple of months is probably like $2,000 in a week, I think. But yeah, as I said, it changes depending on how many hours of overtime I do. You do?
You said doo-doo. Oh, Peter, that's nasty.
It's nasty.
That is pretty crazy. I know you'd been working a lot more as of recent, because yeah, I do remember for that one bit you were like, yeah, no more overtime, just because you were like happy to work like 40 hours a week, and only 40 hours a week.
Well, no, without overtime is 65. So like that's just standard hours that you pretty much will work every single week. Some of those are overtime because according to our pay award, we're already on like 2 hours of overtime a day plus the time and a half.
Right, because you do work 5 or 6 days, like most weeks.
Work 6 days a week, and you work 11-hour day. So you're already on, but like that's a stock. Any hours after that is additional. So like 65 a week is a stock, and of which some is overtime. But that's what you will do every single week. So I would count overtime as work that's like more than 65.
Right.
Even though the pay rate is the same for part of it, so it's kind of confusing.
Still a lot of hours.
Yeah, I mean it is. I think I was it 2 weeks ago. Ended up with like 95 hours or something. Like it's a lot. I'm pretty sure it's like near legal maximum, if not above it. there is a limit. So
yeah. What are you doing now? Because I know you were doing a lot more driving, but since you like, are you still doing mainly the driving bit or?
Delivery? I'm doing like half and half. Not really. That's left to other people now. Just do a lot more of like the paperwork and like sort of, I don't want to say management sides, but kind of management sides. Just making sure that shit happens or whatever. Like, I don't know, overseeing, I guess you could call it. I don't really know. I don't know what you would call it, but it's I've cut down a lot of the boring stuff, but driving is pretty boring, just sitting there all day. But I've picked up on a lot of sort of harder work, so.
Right. So it's a type of supervisory role.
I guess so. I guess that would sound about right. Not like an asshole. Like I'm only 19. It's not. I mean, there's only so much supervisoring I can do. So.
I like how you said supervisoring instead of supervising.
Yeah, I try to avoid calling it that because a lot of the people here don't appreciate it.
Right.
Because, like, a lot of people here that work at like 40, 30, 40, and I'm 19. I don't think they appreciate telling them what to do.
Just tell them that you're in a support role. You're there to support them.
I'll have to try that.
Like, no, buddy, here, I'm here to support you. That's all I'm doing. I'm here to make sure you're doing it the quickest and easiest way possible. Smarter, not harder. And they're like, oh, okay. I can do that.
Actually, no. I just end up finding people that are standing around doing nothing and giving them something to do.
You know what? You stand around over there. Hold this sign. God.
Yeah. So. Not great.
You're terrible. Like, oh, but I was doing fine standing over here.
People really don't appreciate it. They're like, oh, I'm gonna stand over there. You can make me do something.
Jaden's a jerk.
Yeah.
Making sure I'm gainfully employed. What does that even mean?
Oh God, I'm paid to be here. Why do I have to do something?
Are there unions down there? Like, is that?
Yeah, there are. We're not with one though. It's yeah, it's not worth it. 'Cause they'll like take part of your paycheck and you don't get your bonuses at the end of the year and stuff in the industry that we're in.
Yeah.
Because they had a lot of issues like a couple of years ago where basically unions just like, oh well, you know, because a lot of the places here, housing and some places even food and stuff is provided by the employers, and
Right.
unions got totally out of hand and just like started, you know, making people go on strike if there like wasn't 3 flavors of ice cream in the cafeteria and shit, like really nuts stuff. So one day the employers were like, well, here's an idea. How about we offer you a contract, and at the end of the contract you get a $5,000 bonus at the end of every year.
Well.
And the unions couldn't offer that. So
Wait,
they're like,
I
either sign
want
a
chocolate,
contract and
vanilla,
ditch
and
the union,
strawberry.
or stick with your union. And by the end of like 2 years, unions were like disbanded.
We're just gonna dip out. You know, that's cool.
Pretty much, yeah. It was. Yeah, they pretty much got abolished up here. Admittedly, they're still in some places, but yeah, it's just easier not to have them.
I don't know. I mean, I can see in some industries up here where it makes sense, you know, to have some sort of union that's standing up for the rights of the, you know, the employees.
It makes sense here, but it got totally out of hand up here. Like, 'cause the amount of money that's here, it was really easy for unions to make a lot of money off of. That was a pain in the ass for everybody, so they got rid of them.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been a part of a union. I don't and like I said, in some instances I do understand it. Some places you're like, why? Really? Okay. It's for the betterment of da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, all I see is that there's 3,000 people employed here, and you want to take 2% or whatever, 3% of each of their checks. I see that as somebody else getting rich.
Yeah. What are you actually doing for us?
Yeah, really. We're gonna get you higher wages. That's just so you can get more money. And don't get me
A lot
wrong,
of the
it's
time
more,
they'll
you
even
know,
just... Like, up here they're chronic for it. Oh, we can't make a really big court case out of that, so not our problem.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck, alright.
I never did fully get it, but, you know, hey, some people... Like I said, there's like electricians unions
There are
and stuff like
industries
that.
where... Yeah,
where
you
they
would
do
need
need
it,
it.
but...
You know, there are places...
In this kind of
there are-
industry...
Yeah, and a lot of mine places down here, they have them. You know, to make sure, and it's for safety. It's all about safety, and that, yeah, completely understand. If you're going and you're working up here, if you're working 600 feet below the ground, you want to make sure your stuff's safe, that all your equipment's up to standards.
They were doing the opposite up here. They were like, we're not going to make our workers wear, like, companies like BHP were like, you got to wear long sleeve shirts. A couple of years ago, they brought in all these huge safety reforms because they had a couple of incidents across the country, and their mining license was suspended. So they brought in these huge safety reforms, and companies like, nah, we're not going to. The union's like, nah, we're not going to make everyone that is with us, abide by these rules. And the scraps are like, we don't have to wear long sleeve shirts. We don't have to wear tie up steel toes. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing, short sleeves and fucking slip-ons or whatever.
Right.
And that was sort of when they started getting rid of, like, companies started paying a little bit extra to their people to get them to use the safety stuff and ditch the unions.
Right. I mean, it seems like I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't make
it's
sense
just
why they would be
safe.
against the safety reforms, but they were. Just as part of like probably more of a money-making BS, I guess, because you can't sue that companies when they've got huge safety things in place,
Yeah.
So they were interested in keeping the money making up, but yeah, they just sort of got bought out almost. We would describe it as. Companies offered more money for non-union members, and everyone went with that. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty safe up here. There was a death not that long ago, fairly nearby and free, but it's yeah. I mean, it was the guy's fault. It was like nothing that could be avoided, really. So.
Yeah.
One of those things that happens.
Yeah. I think we're gonna wrap it up on this time since Bart now is coming. You know what, Bart? You don't know. No, kick him out. Kick him out of here. Kick him out. He hasn't said shit this whole episode. Kick Bart out.
I'll kick him out of TeamSpeak.
I'll just leave.
Kick him.
No, he just moved himself. Not good enough. Drag him back. Damn it, he's gone. Grab him. Get him.
That's gonna be it for this time, guys. Make sure you join us next time. Until then, I'm Dreamer23. Just say, kick him out! Kick him!
Oh my god, it's
Reminding you to game happy, and we'll see you all later.
him.
Bye, guys!
Bye.
Poor Bart.